What if Ms. Tina Harrow had said, I'll buy you a new ticket?
She didn't.
What if she had?
Then I would have considered it. I wanted her to make things right with me.
I think that's what this was about. I think this was the principle.
I wanted her to be an adult about it and talk to me like an adult. As you can see in the messages, never once did I speak to her unprofessionally at all. Like, she's referring to me as bro, she's like cussing at me. Never once did I ever do that. My messages aren't even aggressive at all.
I mean, you got very defensive.
Yes, I understand that. I understand that me calling her a wasn't right, but bro, and that, honestly, that's just how I speak. Bro, this, I don't speak professional.
And this is it's not necessarily a professional situation, but I understand you're saying you're the one who's been wronged, really, at the end of the day. And it may be that you were also wronged, it seems like. You know, but what if she had been a lot more professional and polite and said, I'm really, really sorry this happened?
This would have gone totally different.
How do you foresee things would have gone?
I was trying from the beginning to come up with solutions.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't want them to miss out on the concert, so I was like, you know what, you guys paid for your tickets are valid, go. Like, let me figure out what I'm gonna do. I had to figure out my way back to the hotel. There's thousands of people at this type of concert. There's people on drugs. There's people all over the streets.
Yeah.
I had to figure it out on my own. Like, I was upset. You know, I've never been to a concert like this.
Yeah.
I'm a single person. Like, this was something that I wanted to give to myself. So for me to, like, do all this, take this time off from work, get a hotel,
it was a big
all
investment.
super last minute. Like, how do you think I'm gonna feel?
Right.
I just felt like it wasn't right, and I felt like the $600 was only the right thing to do.
Yeah.
And she couldn't even do that.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and open this up.
Did you have a good time at the concert anyway, the one day?
The one day, I mean, besides the hours that I spent waiting.
Yeah. Anything further, Judge?
I'm good.
Great. We're going to excuse the parties while we deliberate in this matter. Thank you all very much. Appreciate it.
This courtroom is now in recess. So, ladies, we'll have to wait outside the courtroom door.
Here's my take. First of all, I don't know who I should ask, but which of you have ever heard of
Rolling Loud?
Rolling Loud?
I have.
I had not, but
I had not.
Yeah.
the musical acts that are there, I've clearly heard of them all. I just didn't know about this particular festival.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So here's my take. I think that the plaintiff should prevail to the extent that she should receive $400 for the 2 days that she missed. She should receive her airline ticket cost to go back home and 1/3 of the hotel bill.
Okay, so I agree with you to a certain extent. If the $600 ticket was, say, the highest of the tiers, and the defendant's sister was offering to buy the plaintiff lower tier tickets, I might have agreed with you in terms of getting some airfare back or some hotel back. But if it sounds like an entry fee is an entry fee ticket. And if she was offering to buy her that ticket, I feel like she had an opportunity to mitigate the damages and enjoyed the concert on someone else's, and not just a random person.
Do you think she
no, listen, her sister. Right.
Yeah. Do you think
Not just a friend.
Do you think she had an obligation? This is not a landlord-tenant case.
No, I understand.
Do you think she had an obligation, a legal obligation, to mitigate under these circumstances? No, not always. Matter of principle, as you pointed out, Judge.
I think there's always
You said it was a matter of principle on her part.
Yeah.
And she didn't know what was ultimately going to happen with respect to her having to pay additional expenses if
She would have stayed like she had planned to for the next 2 days, shared this hotel with the friends that she flew down with, that included the defendant's sister.
Is this really going to be a hard sell with both of you?
Honestly,
what do you think,
I would give her back the $600.
I would give her back the $600.
And you mean 600 period?
Period.
Yeah.
And both of you feel that 600 is...
Yeah, because I also think the defendant got hustled too. I really believe that.
Yeah, I do too.
If I thought that the defendant had engaged in fraud, I would have given her $21.79 and maybe even punitive damages.
So
yeah, and I think the duty to mitigate damages always exists. Always.
Yes, in some cases you do have a... I don't think this transaction was a case where it involved mitigation. I don't agree with you. Both of you are strong.
Yeah, no. I think
on this issue. I can't persuade you. I can't budge you. So I just join.
I just felt like if she just would have maybe taken a moment,
taken a deep breath.
Yes.
Right. To me,
you're right there. Yeah. You're on the grounds.
Yeah.
And you want to go and find your way back to the hotel?
I dissent.
Okay.
Okay.